These highlights are brought to you in association with Tank Services Scotland and Bruce Cahoon Partnership.
It's finals day at Murrayfield, and in the National Plate final, GHK take on Crieff and Strathearn. Both these teams play in regional leagues. Crieff and Strathearn in Caledonia Division 1 and GHK in West League Division 1. But believe me, the intensity of rugby at that level is no different to the way it is further up. And, well, both these teams on the national pitch on finals day. This is going to be one cracking game of rugby, and early on, GHK piling on the pressure, looking to get something out of their pacey backs, and David White taking the ball into contact there, keeping the ball alive. His fellow centre Dan Hoffman forcing the Crieff defence into what looked like an indiscretion, and so it proved. Andrew McMenemy giving the penalty, and standoff Jamie Millen opening the GHK account after only 3 minutes with that penalty. Crieff weren't to be denied though. Pick up at the back there by Jamie McKinnon. And oh, what a lovely shimmy sidestep and dart through the defence there by Dan Lyle, the Crieff and Strathearn number 10. Wing forward, Duncan Clough, no problem with the conversion. And after only 4 minutes, Crieff had snaffled the lead. But great run back there by Adam Murdoch. Looked as though he might go all the way, but then wonderful infield pass, and Dan Hoffman was there. And there was no problem for Jamie Millen to slot over the conversion. 9 minutes into the game, and we had 2 smashing tries, and GHK 10 points to 7 ahead. Things slowed down just a wee bit after that, but my goodness, there was some smashing rugby from both sides. Jamie Coffey and Adam Lambert there asking questions of the GHK defence. Craig Wishart in support of big second row Niall Ramsey. Forwards piling in there, the ball worked back, and again it was Ramsey thundering into the GHK defence. And McMenemy spotted one of the GHK defenders trying to get the ball back. And there's a young Crieff supporter saying, "Let me on, I'll show them how to do it." Doesn't have to show Duncan Clough. So the score's at 10-all. GHK's turn to ask the questions of the boys from Caledonia in defence. And Gillen Rand finding a man outside him. Lovely inside pass there to Andrew McTavish. GHK showing a lot of patience, going through the phases, keeping possession, and then suddenly whipping the ball out wide. And Hoffman spinning out of the tackle and finding fullback Stuart Hunter outside him. We check inside, and then going for the outside and in at the corner for yet another terrific try in a match which already had given us 3 tries of the highest quality. And before half-time, there was more to come. Again, GHK running the ball out of defence, but this time turned over. And David Lyle setting the ball out wide, and what a turn of pace by Crieff winger Adam Murdoch to go in at the corner. My goodness, he enjoyed that one. So did his teammates. And as we approached injury time in the first half, Crieff still on the attack, still in the GHK danger zone. And Jason Hill setting it up for his forwards. Kenny Butler finding Jamie Coffey. His attempted drop goal went miles wide, but after it was skipper Cameron Kennedy. Was it a try? No. You could tell with a grin on his face he knew he was well offside for that one, leaving it 15-all at half-time.
These highlights are brought to you in association with Tank Services Scotland and Bruce Cahoon Partnership.
So into the second half, and after what the crowd had been treated to in the first half, well, you didn't think it could get much better, but GHK and Crieff were about to prove otherwise. Yet another searing break from Dan Lyle, and right on his shoulder to take a lovely pass was Adam Lambert. You don't come much better than that. And the big support down from Perthshire to support the boys from Crieff. Really appreciated that one. Duncan Clough sticks over the conversion, and as the game got deep into the final quarter, it was the Crieff blindside flanker who was on the score sheet again, but this time he was the man who came up with the ball after that drive. He was the man who scored the try. It was a long way out, but my goodness, that was a cracking conversion. So with 13 minutes to go, Crieff 15 points ahead. GHK produced what, well, hardly a secret weapon, one that everybody knew something about, but a man whose experience, particularly experience at Murrayfield, was going to prove invaluable. Cammy Little calling the shots, not taking the kick at goal, knowing that 3 points was never going to be enough. And after that surge by Al Forbes, it was the old Heed himself who went over for the try. The old Annisland support liked that one. They liked Jamie Millen's terrific conversion, which brought the score back to 22-29. And then with 4 minutes of time to go, Little again orchestrating things, popping the ball up to his forwards, then getting in behind them, telling them where to go. Again a wee pop-up ball to Peter Broadbent, and Little waiting for that one, showing the ball one way, going the other, and in for the try. 2 tries to the former Glasgow scrum half in 4 minutes, and Millen again with by no means an easy conversion, popping it over to tie the scores as the game approached injury time. But GHK had their tails up now. Lovely wee chip through, and well, it looked like there was going to be a knock on there, but pulling the jersey, said referee Andrew McMenemy. So again it was Little taking the quick ball, popped it up to Jamie McKinnon. McKinnon laying it back, and thundering run there into the heart of the Crieff defence, and finally the ball worked out, and the man to go over for the winning try, Mark Otey for GHK. A well-worked try. The support were delighted, and Crieff, well, they knew that it was all or nothing now. 5 points down, deep into injury time, and oh, that final ball didn't quite fall for Stuart Guntley. And that was the final play of the game. Delight for GHK, delight for their supporters. Huge disappointment for the Crieff boys, who must have thought they had the game in the bag. Gillen Rand accepting the national plate from the SRU's Eddie Crozier, to the delight of his team.
It was fantastic. When they went 2 tries ahead, I thought that was us done for, but Cammy Little's really come on and changed the game for us. It was a great final,
And it took an old man to do the trick.
It did. I won't say his age, but he's pushing on now, but he's still got it.
And you'll be delighted with the performance of your boys, because there was some cracking rugby all the way through.
Absolutely, it was a really exciting game. The boys throughout played tremendously, some real commitment out there, especially from 2 tries down. Excellent.
So GHK take the national plate, but Crieff can take an awful lot of credit from what was a wonderful game of rugby. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Murrayfield.
These highlights are brought to you in association with Tank Services Scotland and Bruce Cahoon Partnership.